Today's video is about my first experience going to the beach with my insulin pump on. I've been to the beach a couple times since I've had the pump, but it's been freezing cold out and haven't had a bathing suit on and, the full beach experience. So I live in South Carolina now, and we went last week. It was like 80 degrees out. It was really nice, and the water was actually warm. The only thing I can say that I can see being an issue, one being not properly prepared or packed, but besides that, was just the constant remembering that I have the insulin pump on, and two, to monitor the blood sugar. You're used to being at the beach and just being free, or at least I am. I love being at the beach, and I love going in the ocean and playing frisbee, playing football, whatever, just having fun. And it was very strange for me to have to, go, okay, what time is it? Gotta go get my meter and check it. And that was the only thing that, I guess that was a big thing because it's constantly in my mind. And then there was times that it skipped my mind, like, the lady I was with was like, I'm going to go in the water and see what it's like. And I'm like, okay. And I hop up and I start walking. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I have the pump on me. I have to take it off first, suspend it and put the little plastic cap on me so I don't get any ocean water in me. And so I was like, okay, go ahead. I'll be there in a little. So I had to change that, not change it, but suspend it, take it off, put it in a little plastic baggie, and I put it in a little zipped bag that I had with me. I put that in my bag and then went off in the water. And the whole time I'm in the water, I'm thinking, God, when was the last time you checked your blood sugar? Do you feel okay? When my blood sugar gets low or is starting to get low, I know because my stomach gets gurgly, and you can hear it. It sounds like when you're starving. And I rarely get really low because I'm probably over conscious of checking and making sure, but better that than, passed out somewhere and not knowing I have low blood sugar. But that was strange to me. I couldn't fully get past not enjoying myself in the water. And then as soon as I got out, I had my meter and tested my finger. And then, if I wanted to have a snack, I had to do that. So I'm not saying it's horrible, because I've never said my diabetes is horrible since I've gotten it. It's just the point of, I'm 37 years old and I've gone to the beach my whole life, and things I never had to think I had to pack, things I never had to make sure I had with me, the constant thinking about it, and then, talking, having fun, laying out, and then being like, oh God, I forgot about it for a minute, and I'm going to go back in the water. I'm going to go run around the beach. So all I'm saying is it's not bad. It's just you got to be aware. I mean, I've learned, I guess when you're a child and you have it, which is my whole thing with this, is nobody knows about adults having type 1. And if you're a child, I know it's horrible getting it as a child, but you also, are doing things kind of for the first time anyway, so that's just how you're accustomed to doing it, with having the pump with you or having to test. But you go 37 years of your life just being woo free, like me, just I'm gonna do this today and get in the car and go, and now it's this, I gotta plan, I have to be organized, I have to think, which is all great things, and it's actually been very well for me because it's made me be a better person because of it. I'm not so flighty and just off I go, free spirit Julie. But just pack wisely and keep it in your head that okay, I've been in the water this long now, how do I feel? Or test before you go in the water and then test after you go to the water. I'm sure I'll have plenty of tips because it was only the first time at the beach and I plan on being there a lot. So stay tuned for those tips. Also, the bathing suit issue, I don't know. I'm working on some clothing, because that's my goal, is to spread the word about adults getting type 1 diabetes and just educate people on what is type 1 diabetes and stop calling it diabetes. It's two different kinds. They're two completely different things. And I'm working on, ways to be at the beach and have my pump and not look like I'm on life support or I got some tubing hanging out of me. Because I like to dress, a little sexy sometimes, and I don't want to look all, here's my pump, I got my pager on, it's 1989. No, I'm just kidding. But anyhow, I do think that I will come up with something that's really cool to wear at the beach. Different. I have drawings set up of what I'm going to make, but stay tuned for that. And I'm on Twitter now, and it's the letter I, the letter M, type, and the number 1. So it's I am type 1. And of course my Facebook, which is facebook.com/shop Julie Baby. And I have my Etsy store link to that. And these are the earrings that I make. I actually make smaller ones now because I have smaller reservoirs. These are the older style. And I make bracelets with the clamp, that we have to use for our tubing, and it actually works to open and close the bracelets too. This one is my daughter, so it's not as cool as some of the other ones I make. But please check them out and support me to support my cause of educating everybody about type 1. And I know I didn't give you much information about being at the beach with it, but I was just kind of going off a little bit about my first experience. But whatever I come up with that'll help me and help you at the beach, I will let you guys know. All right, thanks.